Hello everyone. Recently we have started this educational YouTube videos, and this is going to be our first video. And this video is regarding how to get started with R and RStudio. So if you think this video was helpful to you guys, and please do like, comment, or subscribe to our channel. Thank you. So now let's start with what exactly is R. So R is a programming language which is used for statistical computing and also for graphical interpretation. So R is used by the statisticians and also by the data miners for the main reason of data analysis. So R over here is an open source software, so it's freely available in the internet. So now let's see how to download and install R and RStudio. You just need to go over here in your Google Chrome or any of the browser that you're using and just click on download R. So before you even download RStudio, make sure that you download R. So here is the first link. The link will be provided in the description. So you just need to click on this. And then from here, we have to choose our preferred CRAN mirror. So just click on the CRAN mirror link over here. And then you go to US, United States of America, over here. And you can use any of these links over here and then click on one of them. So once you're over here, if you're using a Mac operating system, just click on this link. And if you're using Windows, then you can just click on this. Since I'm using Windows, I just clicked on the window. So once you get into the subdirectories, you just need to click on the base, since you're installing R for the first time. So just click on the base and you can see the latest version for the Windows that is available. And you can just click on this link. So the software is being downloaded. So we'll wait for the software to get downloaded. It's not going to take a long time though. So once we see that the software is downloaded, we'll try to install this software. Click on yes. Click on OK. Click on next. If you want to change the location, you can change your location. Click on next. Just leave it as it is. Click on next. Accept defaults. Next. So just click on next. If you want to create a desktop shortcut, you can just click on this. I don't want to create any, so I'm just going to click on next and your program will be installed. So we'll wait until your R gets set up. So just click on finish. So this means we are done with R. We have installed the R. So now what we are going to do is just click on download RStudio. Then click on download Rstudio IDE. So go to the bottom of the page. You see RStudio Desktop, which is open source license and it's free. And you also have RStudio Server, which is also open source license and it's free. You can use any one of these and click on download. The only advantage of using servers is you have access via web browser. So you can just directly go to the web browser and open up your project. So just click on download. I'm going to install something that's, download something that is related to the desktop. So you can either click over here or else you can choose whichever OS, depending on the OS that your laptop is, and then you're using, and then click on download. So we'll wait for a few seconds for the Rstudio to download, and later start the installation. I think it's complete. So now let's run this application. Click on yes, click on next. Please select the destination folder if you want to customize it, or else just click on next. Click on do not create any shortcuts if you do not want to create any shortcut. But since I do not want to create any shortcuts, so I'm just going to click on install, and we'll wait for the installation process to be completed. So once the process is completed, we can just click on next. Just finish. And we see that our Rstudio is ready to be okay, sorry, it's in my C drive. Program files. Since I have not created any shortcut, so we see over here Rstudio, and we have bin. Just go to the bin, and you have the application over here. Click on copy, or else you can just copy paste it, or else you can just use pin to taskbar, where you already have the same option as copy pasting the entire thing instead of having it on the desktop. So now if you click on Rstudio, it's going to take a while to open up. Okay, so this is how you see your Rstudio in the beginning. So what you're going to do is click on this so that you can see the editor. So we have 4 different sections in the Rstudio. This is called as editor section, which is in the top left quadrant. This is the editor section. This is the console section, which is the lower left quadrant. And then top right quadrant, we have environment history, connections, and tutorial. And when we come over here to the bottom right quadrant, we see files, plots, packages, help, and viewer tabs. So let's understand what are all of these one by one. So in the top left quadrant, which I have already mentioned, it's the editor. This is where you actually write your R code. So any code that you want to write, you can mention it over here. So if you want to run this code, click on run. So this is something, if you click on that, you can see rerun the previous code region. So if you just click on this, it's going to rerun the previous code. So it's going to be the same code, right? And then comes the source. So it is going to source the contents of the active document. That is, whenever you're going to save your document, if you click on this source, it is going to rerun the entire thing in the console. And next comes the lower left quadrant, which is a console. So here you can test out your ideas or the data sets that you have, or the filters that you're using, and also the functions that you're using the editor. So whatever you run using the editor, the output can be seen in the console area. So therefore, you'll be spending a lot of time over here in the console area and the editor area. So next comes the top right quadrant. So we can see there are like 4 tabs. So initially it used to be 3, I think. So they have added 1 more recently, and it's the newest tab. So let's see what is an environment tab. So environment tab actually here refers to the console environment, and in detail, it lists every single symbol that you define in the console area. So whatever you run over here, and if you have any functions that you have, a variable or a data set, that is listed in this environment. Next comes the history. So the history is the place where you can see the entire history of the code that you have run. Over here, we have seen, like, after installing the Rstudio, we have ran hello there 2 times, which we can see here, and then we have sourced the document, and then we have assigned a 10 to the variable p, and then we have ran the p in the console area. So whatever history that we are running, so that will be in the history tab. So the connection over here shows the database connection that you want, so which in turn displays all the connections that you have made to supported data sources. So this lets you know, like, which connections are actively available right now if you are using the database connection. And Rstudio also supports multiple simultaneous database connections. So you can have multiple database connections as well. So this is the tutorial section, where if you can click here, so it will show you how to install the package called as Learner. So which is actually required in order to run tutorials for Rstudio. So if you want to run this section, then you have to click here and install this package. So coming to the 4th and the last section of the Rstudio, we see over here we have like 5 different tabs. So the file, which is very simple. So you can just, if you have any files, data sets, then you can just click on Unite, but you can just click on this, and then, you can just click on this and then upload the file that you have in your content folder. So if you have any file or the data file is somewhere else, then you can just create a new folder, delete whatever you have, and then rename the folders as well. So if you click on here, you can also set your working directory, and also you can open a new terminal. So next comes the plots. So whatever plot that you want to get, and you type the code over here, and you can see all the plots and charts in this section. And then comes the package. So there are many packages in the R that you might need further. So in order to do that, you have to install each and every package and call the package using library of that package. So you're going to install and then click on the package. For example, if you want DPLYR package, just click on this and click on install. So install dependencies should be always checked so that you're installing all the dependencies that the package needs. Next comes the help. So this is the tab where if you want to know something about a bar plot, for example, question mark of bar plot, and then click on enter, you see the help section will give you the description of what exactly is a bar plot and why are we going to use it, and how can we use the bar plot, what is the syntax for using bar plot, and what are the arguments that can be altered for the bar plot, and what are the values that we can use for each of these arguments. So the help tab over here shows how a bar plot or any other help that we need and we do not know how to use the arguments, we can customize them. And then viewer. So the last and the final one is the viewer. So it is essentially Rstudio's built-in browser. So you can develop web apps with R and even launch these locally hosted web apps within the R itself. So that's it, guys. So once again, if you like the videos, please do like the video and comment on the video. If you have any questions, you can post it in the comment section and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.